They were born here, they were buried here, but they weren't always accepted here in Germany.
We mourn for 9 young people that have been deprived of their lives in such a terribly brutal way. The perpetrator killed his victims because they had a migration history. With his murderous racism and fanatic hate, he assumed they were foreigners, but they weren't.
2 years have passed since a far-right terrorist killed 9 people with migrant roots in Hanau city before shooting himself. Ever since, more details of a series of police failures has come to light. Long before the attack, the perpetrator was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, yet he was allowed to possess guns. He was well known to authorities and his manifesto was public online for 2 months, yet he wasn't under surveillance. Police are also under fire for not answering emergency calls on the night of the attack, waiting 5 hours before storming the killer's home, and allowing extensive and illegal autopsies without the family's permissions, although the cause of death was obvious. Today, survivors are still fighting to get answers on how it all went wrong.
They say they've been trying to fight far-right extremism for decades. But we know if the government really wanted to solve this problem, they could. The far-right makes up just 15% of the population. How come the government can't solve this? This makes us wonder if they actually want to solve it or if they're maybe part of it.
The bitter answer is some were indeed part of it. Last year it was revealed that at least 13 of the police officers on duty that night were members of far-right chat groups. But to this day, none of them has been held to account. That's why public pressure on investigators and state officials is growing. People from all over Germany have come to Hanau on this day to remember the victims, vowing that their names will never be forgotten. They're also here to call on the new government to crack down hard on right-wing extremism. First investigations have concluded that the perpetrator acted alone. That's why the victims have initiated a deeper investigation focusing mainly on failures by authorities.
The state of Hessen did a committee of investigation. That's the thing we're hoping now that is bringing our results. But that's the only thing we got right now. So all our hopes are on that investigation from the Land Hessen.
New Interior Minister Nancy Faeser has promised to deliver an action plan against right-wing extremism and to toughen gun laws. Despite 2 years of disappointment, Hanau far-right terror survivors say they won't give up fighting for justice and are hopeful this government will deliver concrete results. Because unless Germany systematically fights right-wing extremism, commemorations like this will be no more than a fruitless symbolic act. Sibel Karkus, TRT World, Hanau, Germany.